Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today we're talking Hermes. I've got a Hermes unboxing which I'm so excited to show you. And also I wanted to talk about when you carry a Hermes, Birkin, Kelly, Constance, does it open doors? Does it close doors? Do people's attitudes change towards you? Let's discuss. So before we get into the unboxing, because I'm super excited about it, I just wanted to introduce you to this brand. And this is Zinff Optical. And just let you know, this is a sponsored part of this video. So these were kindly gifted to me in order for me to review for you guys. So Zinff Optical are an online optician. And if you know anything about me, you know I don't do collaborations. I've done one in the whole time I've been on YouTube, and the only way I will partner with somebody is if it is in alignment with something I personally would already use, a brand that I know and love, or in the case of this one, which is a new brand to me, if it's something that I'm interested in learning about. So I'll quickly put here the website so you can see the system was incredibly easy to use. You just uploaded your prescription, you chose your glasses, you ordered it, and it honestly, the service was amazing. It came within, I don't know, a few days. It was really quick. So yeah, so far so good. So this is how it arrives. It's in this like cardboard, and it's like a drawer box, and I'll show you first. So take these off, and here are my new glasses. So what do we think? I love them. I love them. These are for long vision, so these are more of a varifocal that I can wear all the time. But so I'm struggling to see myself. I'll see the screen because my eyesight's so bad. But this is for long vision, so I'm going to be using these for driving, and I just think they're really cool. I thought I'd go for something different to these, just because, yeah, why have exactly the same in every pair of glasses? So yeah, and they've got a little bit of detail at the side. They're extremely light and very comfortable. They fit absolutely perfectly. The feel, although they feel light, they feel quality. How do you know that the frames are the right size and shape for you? Well, it's like a virtual try on, so that's really cool. And also there's a tool in order to help you measure your existing glasses, so you can see at least, sort of roughly the size of the glasses that you are choosing. And you can filter, and there's so many choices, so many different types. Anyway, have a look at the website if you are interested. The prices are crazy good. I also have a discount code for you guys, which I'll put below here. I'll put it on the screen, and I'll also put it in the description box below, and that gets you 50% off frames, 50%, and the prices are already crazy good. And also it gets you 10% off the actual lenses. Yeah, just fantastic service all round. So I would definitely recommend them. So my new glasses are for long vision, so put these back on for now. But I really like them. I actually think they're just really different. So yeah, check them out. So let's get on to the thing that everybody's actually here for. So this is the Hermes unboxing. You can see it's a small box. It's nothing too exciting. Although for me it's super exciting. So I'll open this up and then I'll explain. So like all Hermes, this sort of came online, but I'll explain. So it comes in a box like this, and then you open it up and it's got the beautiful interior to the box. So this is how it's arrived. I'm so excited. So right, without any more fussing, that's arrived like that. There's also the receipt and some care instructions, and this is the box. So this is the box. You see it's beautifully wrapped. So I've taken a bit of a chance with this one, so let's see if I like it. I'm sure I will. How can you not like anything from Hermes? So let's get into it. So I take the ribbon off, and then inside is, I always love the Hermes paper. It's so silky and beautiful and perfect. So what is it? Look at the colour. Look at the colour. Who am I? Who am I? So this, it's just stunning. So stunning. So this is the XIV card holder, and I went for the colour Amanone, Anemone, Amanone. I don't know what it's called. So look, this is the absolutely stunning purple colour. It's coming on the screen slightly brighter because of the lights. I would say, let's see it more there. That's probably more the colour that's coming across. It's a beautiful purple. Who am I? I'm also getting into colour. I don't know what's happened to me. I thought this is a really good way of actually trialing some of the Hermes colours without, yeah, without buying a bag and then regretting the colour. So you get to see it in the flesh, and you get to, yeah, a little bit of an SLG gives you that option, doesn't it? So yeah, let me explain inside, because this is going to be super exciting inside. Who am I? I went for green. Now this is cactus, and oh my lord, look at the contrast. And if you can see some special markings, that's what I'm going to explain. So I'm pretty sure I've seen this on other YouTube channels. I'm pretty sure Joe from Jojo Looks has one of these. This is sort of like a special order. So it's basically, and you can do it through the website. So it's not, you don't have to be invited to do it or anything like that. It's not a special order like a bag. But the way this works is you go online, you can personalise it. So I just think it's a beautiful piece of luxury from Hermes that you wouldn't normally be able to do something personalised like that. And you can just do it, and it's just crazy how you can just do this on the website, and the price of these isn't crazy at all. So I'll link below how you do this. But yeah, basically um, you get a choice of exterior and interior. You don't get the choice of absolutely every colour under the sun, but you get enough. And I just wanted to see what this green looked like. I've been obsessed with purple for some reason recently, and I've been looking, and also I'm loving this green, which is, it reminds me a little bit of the Bottega parakeet colour. So yeah, I thought, why not go for it for an SLG and do something really different? So yeah, so you can see here that you get the Hermes stamp, which says Hermes Paris, made in France. Hopefully that's coming up. And also you get the horseshoe, and the horseshoe, hopefully you can see that. And also you get the horseshoe, and the horseshoe is the symbol of a special order. So that's a really lovely piece. And then you can have it personalised. You can either have it personalised on the outside here or on the inside. I went for the inside. I just thought it looked nicer plain on the outside. I don't know, I didn't want to spoil the beautiful exterior of it. So what you can do is, I think you can have 8 characters, but you can only have a certain amount of each one. So, and then you can choose one Hermes stamp. So I choose the H, but there are, if you have a look, I'll put here on the website the options, but there are other options. You can go for the horse. I can't remember what some of them are actually, but I think there's one that's like a shooting star, but I just like the H. So I went for my name, Deb, and I went for the and to be before it, because and is my husband. So yeah, he's called Andrew, but I always call him And. So when I saw that I could put And as a sign, so it's like both of us together. So I'm just a bit sentimental like that. He probably doesn't care. Now I believe you can only have the stamping in silver, I think. But I think it looks beautiful. I think I would have chosen silver on these colours anyway. So yeah, so that's my Calvi card holder. So I'm super excited. So yeah, I'm gonna use that, and I will come back to you and tell you how great it is, because I'm sure it is, and it is only a piece of leather folded over. But I just think it's a really slim, easy to use card holder. So let's do a little bit of story time. So yeah, since I got my very first Hermes bag, a Kelly, I have seen attitudes change. It's really, really odd. I've seen doors open for me. I've seen doors close for me. It's really, really strange how carrying a certain bag changes people's opinions and perceptions of you. And I just thought it was an interesting topic. So here's some of the things that I've encountered, and see what you guys think to this. So I've definitely found positives and negatives. I've been treated better because I've been carrying a bag, 100% because of the bag, and I have been treated worse because I've been carrying the bag. And I'm absolutely sure it's the bag that's that's changed the attitude. Okay, so the main one really is, if you go shopping, luxury shopping, with a Hermes bag, you will definitely get better treatment in the luxury stores. It just happens. I've seen it so many times that they look at you, they look at the bag, they think she's going to spend, and they give you all their attention. And I've also seen it the opposite, that the same person, me, will go into a store and I haven't got a particularly expensive bag with me, because there's times where I don't want to carry a bag like that. And yeah, I've been ignored, basically. And it can be the same store. It's a very funny, yeah, it's a funny attitude of the sales associates that assume when you're carrying something expensive or when you're dressed expensively that you're going to spend. And I suppose it's part of their training, their marketing, I suppose, their sales technique to figure out who will or will not spend. But no, I disagree, because some people may dress up in order to have the illusion of having money, and they really don't have any. And they've spent every single cent that they've got on the thing that they're wearing. It could be somebody else who has money, doesn't need to prove it to anybody, so they will wear whatever they want. And whichever camp you are in, it just means the sales associates cannot actually tell. My parents were in retail and they had shops, and they used to say that the people that spent the most money, you would not think when they walked in, they maybe had land and had horses and everything else, but they'd walk in joggers or boots or wellies or some scruffy something outfit, because they were just mucking out the horses or whatever. And yeah, and if you didn't know, you would assume that they weren't wearing particularly expensive things, and they would spend a fortune. And then somebody else who's dressed to the nines, yeah, then didn't spend anything. So yeah, I think it's a judgment that people make, and often it's completely wrong. So yeah, and for me, when you go in a shop, it's irrelevant what you're wearing. You should just be treated the same as everybody else, because actually my money is worth the same as somebody else's money, isn't it? I was in Harrods with my friend and we were rushing for a train, and I wanted to pick up one item from Louis Vuitton within Harrods, and we literally had about 10 minutes before we had to literally run for the train. And there was a virtual queue, and it was, yeah, the guy with the iPad. We got near the front to speak to him, and I was just asking how long will it be in the queue, because we're rushing for a train. And yeah, he said, oh no, it's going to be a good hour or so. I can't remember what he said, but it was a long time. It was far too long. And I said, oh, never mind, thank you so much, but we're rushing for a train. Because obviously I don't want to jump the queue in front of somebody else that's been waiting. I was just hoping that we could just nip in and get the item. And it was a day that I'd been with my friend to Hermes to pick up, and I can't remember which bag it was actually, but I think it was to pick up my Kelly. So I had a big Hermes orange bag and box in my hand, and he looked down and he clocked the bag, and I think he even asked us what's in there, and I think I'd said, oh, it's picked up my new bag, and he said, come with me, and he rushed us off. And I was protesting because I felt really bad that we were jumping the queue because all these other people were waiting. But on the other hand, I just wanted one item and I wanted to get on the train. And it was an item it's really hard to get from where I live. So while we're in London, I really wanted to pick it up. Anyway, we got ushered straight through. The lady got it out for us, bought it within 2 minutes, but it definitely opened doors, and it shouldn't have done. And I still to this day feel really bad about it. But hey ho. I've been to Manchester Selfridges hundreds of times, hundreds, and I always pop into the Hermes in Manchester, and it's a tiny concession. And I've always had not great service there, I have to say. Yeah, they're in London, they're amazing. In all the stores in London, I've only ever had really good experiences. But in Manchester, for some reason, I don't know if they get a lot of awkward customers, so they treat everybody as assuming they're going to be awkward. I don't know. It's really odd. It seems quite, yeah, unfriendly, shall we say? Um, and the hundreds of times that I've been in, and this is before I managed to get a Hermes bag from London, and the amount of times I've been in and just tried to even ask about the process or find some information out about the bags and the colours and the leathers, because the problem is you don't get to see these things in the flesh. So if you ever do get offered, you don't know what to choose. So you're looking online, or you're looking, you're trying to find information from wherever. And I'd been into Manchester, and there's some display bags, and I would just ask, oh, what colour is that one? Or just so I could sort of build up a bit of research for myself, really, of which colours I knew that I liked. And every single time it would be just not very helpful. They wouldn't let you look at anything, certainly wouldn't let you touch anything, um, until one day, when after I'd managed to get a Hermes bag, and I happened to be in Manchester in Selfridges, and I had my blue Onk Birkin 30 with me, and I just thought, oh, I'll just pop in and just see. I think I was looking for bangles and other things. And the difference in the way they treated me was unbelievable. It was, Madame, come through, anything you want to look for. Um, and it was just, yeah, complete chalk and cheese, night and day. It was, yeah, and they got the things out of the display cabinet. They let me try things on. She also said to me, I have an Evelyn. If you want an Evelyn, I can sell it to you today. It was crazy. I didn't buy an Evelyn because at that point in time I didn't want one. I do now, or maybe do now. But yeah, completely different attitude. And the only thing that was different, because it was the same person, the same people that I've seen day in day out in there, wasn't a new sales associate who was different in their attitude. Yeah, the only difference was my bag. So yeah, it definitely opens doors in certain restaurants, and when you try and walk in and they don't have a table, and you say, is there any possibility of a reservation? And they say, absolutely not. Sorry, we're completely full. And then they look at the bag and they go, oh, bear with me. Let me see if we can do something. And me and my husband are like, who are we? Do they think we're somebody famous? Don't know who they think we are. Also closed doors for me, with regard to other people's assumptions and perceptions of me, because they see I have a bag in my hand. I have had many, many times where I know that somebody has, let's say, made an assumption about me based on the bag I'm carrying without taking the time to get to know me. And that's been really sad, and it's been a real lesson actually over the years. As I've got more and more luxury items, I've seen it definitely more and more happen to me. So yeah, people assume that you're materialistic, or that you're not a nice person, or that how can you waste all your money on that, or it's disgusting, or yeah. And for me it's like, well, it may be not what you would do, but please don't judge me on what I choose to do. But yeah, I think it's the way of the world, isn't it? But I definitely have seen attitudes change towards me, as in, a little bit of, who does she think she is? So that's been really sad. I've also seen it in places. I remember going to swap my car and happened to have a bag with me, and that's a lesson learned, to not actually take a bag like that when you're out and about and maybe doing some negotiating, because yeah, they assume that you're just going to pay whatever and that you can afford it, so you're not going to negotiate. And yeah, you get a different sort of battle. It's a bit strange really, because for me, you know, I'm always going to negotiate. We all want to bargain. We all want to be able to get a good deal. For me, value of money is still value of money. And I might spend whatever on a bag, but that's my choice. I'm not going to spend over the odds for something that isn't worth it. It's all about value for money and what's worth it to you. So, yeah, I've definitely seen attitudes both ways. So I'd love to know from you guys if you guys have ever had those sort of attitudes with. It doesn't have to be Hermes bags, but I think they're because they're the pinnacle, the ultimate status symbol, if you like, of the luxury world, or the deemed to be. I think you do get a real attitude, and yeah, I think it happens with Hermes bags. But with any luxury items, do you guys have the same thing? Comment below and let me know. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I might see you on another one.